Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Wait, that 53. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, this is Michel. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Brady gives to Michel, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd and 12, Brady. That's caught by his tight end, Matt Lacoste. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. About 3 yards there to the 27.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Brady. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Don't do nothing, Lacey. You did good at the beginning. You got the ball down the field.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is one thing you can't do to Tom Brady. Let him get in a rhythm, let him get rolling early.
Every time you talk about Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, you always talk to the defensive guys and they say, you got to get him off his spot. What they mean by that is when you go back 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop, and they just hit the same spot, and then they're set up to throw the ball, get them to move a little bit, get them to hold the ball. And the pressure that affects just about any quarterback, right up the middle.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. they're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game. Then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored.
I'm going to go watch it too.
Right now.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy.
I had a good day yesterday.
Taking a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
I beat D-Ron. I beat Big Rufus. I had a good day.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Just go to his
eluding the pressure right.
Go to his profile. Go to his profile, yeah. And then go to activity.
He'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready. Waiting.
On 2nd down, Kamara. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out.
Big D, give Big D 130.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. That's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Brady. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
How much did they want for that motherfucker? 500?
Type of a catch, not fair, goes through my brain. That size, that
500.
speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right. Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys.
I thought that shit started I thought they don't get that shit till after Christmas.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brady. His throw incomplete. Eli Apple good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit
it's gonna, they're going to be able to cross over this,
on that
right?
last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Brady.
I heard that you could play Xbox.
This is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 43.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine.
I don't play them for football, but I actually just got the damn call, Grand Theft Auto, but I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. What color you got on, Fleet?
Well, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he's gunned down a few guys?
Trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
It's only the second quarter.
Get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
That's all right.
New England on third down.
That's all right.
Perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So now on 4th down, on comes Steven Gostkowski to try and get the patch 3. On the right hash,
sound like
officially this will be a 51-yard attempt.
I can't get better. I got to get worse, huh?
And no, it doesn't get there.
He only got 7 points, though.
Crossbar bounces back out.
Styles make fights.
Online, but it comes up about a rotation short.
Styles make
Saints
fights.
offense on the field, ready
The guy
to get
that
their
beat you
drive
probably
started.
can't touch
They're hoping
him.
to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that,
You got to let them get something so he won't quit on.
Second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs.
I mean,
and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Ready, yellow lady.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Under.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Check, check, check. Protein spill. You're good, you're good. My four, ready.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. He saw the middle was closed, tried to bounce it outside. That didn't work either.
Very rarely can you bounce something that's designed to go into the middle all the way to the outside and expect to get help and get there. Usually all the blocking is there. In this case, blocking is in the middle. Bounced up.
And this is caught inside the 5. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown run. As they are now on the board here in the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
I think I had that shit around September, man. When I went to the doctor and got some antibiotics.
Picked off by Marcus Williams. And some space here. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Diggs got that off. Good run.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run. This is Kamara. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Kamara. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Breeze. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Yeah, that was a good pick.
Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They ain't got no mean.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michelle, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
What are you thinking when you bring in extra tight ends? You're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks.
Well, you're in Georgia.
That's the result you end up with.
Yeah.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Okay.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good
I'm in Jersey, and I got my kids. I tell my kids to fill up their damn freezer. They freezer full of shit.
Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can
this Korey tight as a drum up this motherfucker.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. They'll run with
this Korey tight as a drum up this game.
About the 12. 7 yards on the pickup.
I make sure my kids, I said, keep your freezer packed. Stay the fuck in the house.
On second down.
They try to turn around and their grandkids still here. Y'all ain't home.
Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down.
They just look at me like I ain't even saying shit. All pop up. Because my wife said, then they, oh, what the fuck is that going? You see that man shot over there?
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Shotgun now for Brady. He hits White, complete.
I'm talking like y'all Madden Adonis.
Reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's what your mouth say. You ain't never played me. You ain't never played me.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anytime you go an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case.
Y'all all in the Korey912's game. Y'all dead. Oh, yeah, well.
Second and goal. Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Ryan Izzo there to make the grab. And the Patriots have taken the lead. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field?
How the hell do you catch that too?
So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense?
Who that talking?
They usually win those matchups because they have an answer
to all three
of those positions.
Yeah. That's what I want to hear. I like when you talk shit. That gives me motivation.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are, almost through 3 quarters of play in this passing game.
I like
Still
that.
has not really found any kind of rhythm.
That's all I need.
Nowhere to escape,
fucking
and he
shit.
goes down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the gun on 3rd down. Breeze.
Down the top.
And it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46.
They want to pick up Dalton, man. Andy Dalton was back up.
1-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
He'll get a nice chunk there on a 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And it's Michelle once again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
I love when you talk shit. That shit motivates the fuck out of me.
That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run on first down. Michelle.
That motivates the shit out of me, baby boy.
Credited with 1 yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run it here. This is James White.
Yeah, especially because you didn't play it well enough.
Of about 3. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Let's see what you got, baby boy.
They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And they will move up by 10
I thought you could have passed. I didn't know you were going to run it, too.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now, because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
That put me in the whole hole. Yeah, I need to be in that hole.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going
to
wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 41 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 40-point game. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Big D, that's 21. That's 21 now.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
I just go with it.
Hey, Big D.
Say it again.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have
I get a chance to score, right?
And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3
y'all
timeouts.
28-1 no matter what through the whole game, y'all think.
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Especially how this motherfucker got it.
In play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be
some bullshit.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby. Hey, check it.
To throw is Brady. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14.
Good shit.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On first down, Michel, he will push his way down to about the 14. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run. This is White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They come out here in the I. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. And they will run it with Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. The guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game.
Nana, come on there.
Sugar.
I think Nana just got in the shower. What you eating?
Brady now on 3rd and goal.
You drinking water?
Get a throw away. He's taken down.
If I would cook my baby something more than water.
Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack.
Yeah, I seen that.
And his kick is indeed good.
Dalton is good back up.
It's 20-14 now. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them. It was a whole lot better running off the field.
You called it, what's your auntie birthday? Is it great? Our birthday today, too. It's Papa's sister's birthday today, too.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try to get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it.
That's what I'm talking about, man. God damn, I wish I could have some barbecue.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure.
Shit, we got to go with it.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really
good. Coming out, though. You better believe
Even though
that.
they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last
Hey,
play.
mommy.
Still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both know it was a long shot.